This is the Dog Savant Podcast with your host, Brett Endies.
Hey everyone, welcome to the Dog Savant Podcast, Episode 1. I am Brett Endies, I'm your host. I am a professional dog trainer for 25 years. I am a problem behavior specialist. I train people, I train their dogs. I have been the host of a podcast before. This is a new series. We're going to start from scratch, Episode 1. This is the welcome episode. So I want to just give you an overview of what to expect from the podcast, give you a little bit about me and my background. As far as dog training advice, we're going to talk a lot about that in future episodes. We're going to have specific subject-related matter talked about in different podcasts. If I said that right, that made sense. We'll have guests, hopefully. This is also our temporary studio at my home. We're going to be transitioning to a permanent studio probably within the next month or so. But I wanted to give you a little video here along with the audio since everyone else does it. And it's good to put a face to a voice. I want to be real here. I want honesty. This is a podcast where we're not just going to be here to make friends. I'm going to speak, pretty openly about things and my experiences that I've learned very much so from what I've put out online. Not everybody likes. I think anyone who's followed me on social media knows my opinion about certain areas of dog ownership in the dog training world. And again, this only comes from my work as a dog trainer. I think doing a pretty good job helping dogs and owners reconnect, especially when that relationship is severed from some pretty severe problem behaviors. And I find that a lot of these cases I've seen came from other trainers. So I have a pretty strong feeling about what works and what doesn't when it comes to dogs. And if that's not an opinion, that's just actual facts from talking to a lot of unrelated people. Don't want to go too on that track, but I did want to give you a little bit of that background of why sometimes I may talk about dogs and training and people as I do. The podcast is also going to talk a little about me and my life. I'm in the process of signing to do a series on Juke and Media, so I think it'll be nice to have a little bit of a personal side of me aside from the series that's going to be online soon as well. I have a dog training, boarding, and daycare facility with other services as well in Los Angeles and the San Fernando Valley. My website's dogtrainingla.com. You can go there to connect with me to find other episodes, videos, and whatnot. Okay, Jordan, I got the business stuff out of the way, right? That's my producer, Jordan. You don't see him, but he's here helping me. He'll be kind of maybe giving me some feedback once in a while, and he's going to do a bang-up job keeping me from losing hours and hours of my time talking and not fucking it up like he did earlier. Right, Jordan? All right. So let's talk about me. Again, I'm a dog trainer for a very long time. I do this full time. It's not a hobby. I'm not the online slacktivist where I just speak my opinion about dog training, but I haven't worked more than my own or a couple friends' dogs, okay? I've trained estimated 20,000 dogs or more professionally, and most of these dogs having some kind of behavioral issue. I've come to some pretty good conclusions by seeing enough of the same thing over and over pattern-wise, both in dog and human behavior. That's where my experience comes from. I see numbers-wise, if you want to talk specifics, I'd say anywhere between 30 and 40 individual clients a week. I had previously done a lot of home-based stuff. Now I'm going to have them come more to my facility. I'm still going to work with clients and dogs, do group classes, and just, again, cover every element of why dogs fall out of balance in the relationship with their owners and address the root cause of that. So that's going to be a lot of subject matter on that. I want to talk about dog training topics. I have one today I'd like to share. Everyone knows about it, but I figure I'll give you my 2 cents since that's what people are doing now. We're all, what do we say? We all have an opinion as dog people. As me, I'm a little nutty. I'm anxious like your dogs are, so, pardon me the way I am, but I am who I am. And I don't know, it's hard because this is a stream of conscious. I'm not warmed up doing this, as we get rolling and we do some more episodes, I think I'll get the hang of things. But I think for now, let's see. Let's talk about, before I bomb on this shit. Jordan, what should I talk about?
Any current events?
Current events. Oh, okay. You know what? That video with the lady, you guys, the video, the lady with the bat, that slob of a dog trainer. I think she's out of Rhode Island. I'll look her up and we'll see if we can comment on the video. But it was a very, very poorly handled dog training situation that really does not help paint any trainer from any school of thought in a good light. And so let's look here. I got my handy laptop. We're going to be, so pardon me while I'm looking this up here. I don't know. Do you guys want me to, okay, Rhode Island dog trainer. But do you guys want me to sing like while I have this downtime? I don't know about the whole dead air policy. Of course, I'll ask for you to, leave a review, rate me good. Don't be a troll or an asshole. But, things like, oh, he's giving silence while he looks at it. If you comment on that shit, I swear I'll find a way to make it so you don't even listen to this podcast. It's like no soup for you. You don't deserve this shit, the info I give. That's why I took a break from social media for so long, because I was sick of giving information that's helping people. And then, most people understand it. They apply it. It's helping them, even if they're not a local client. But then you get these assholes who think they know better and they're not even dog trainers, right? We know some of these personally. We've dealt with if you're another dog trainer listening to this. Okay, so let's see. We got that. Okay, here we go. So here's the video. I don't know if you'll be able to see it once we put this on YouTube, but I'm sure you've all seen it. It's the Academy of Canine Behavior. Carrie Taylor is her name, the trainer there. I guess this is an older video, and it was, I guess, resurfaced recently. And oof, boy, you can't have any skeletons in your closet nowadays. You're fucked. I mean, even if you did, this shit that I'm sure I've said in the past. I've never done anything like this, but I probably have said a few choice words that nowadays wouldn't be seen as so great. But fuck it, I say what I want. I'm not hurting anyone. Fuck it. You can think how you want. Okay. So, also we're going to talk a lot about free speech. I hate to break the news to you, but I'm a real free speech advocate. I have a real bug up my ass for social justice warriors or virtue signalers. If you're one of those people, maybe you're cool. Maybe you can kind of put that to the fucking wayside while you listen to this and learn something. Or if you want to, have a dialogue questions, send me your questions. I'm happy for that. But if you are one of those people who just lives like a shit life and you think that you're so great because you post something or share something or want to speak how great you are, or this person should this because of what they did that, oh, fuck you. I hate you type of people. Everyone else, I love you. Okay, so let's watch this. Okay, so it is a morbidly obese lady with what looks like, let me play it so I can see. Let me make it bigger too. Okay, here we go. So and there's people laughing in the background. It looks like a cattle dog or something like Australian Shepherd. Something. It's kind of blurry. Oh, yeah, there you go. Yeah, Australian Shepherd. So she's carrying she's got the dog in like a really shitty, bad position heel in the middle of looks like a training center. And she's got a red plastic kind of wiffle ball bat, like the kind with the real fat on the end.
I know.
And this dog is walking let me lower this a little so you hear me. This dog is walking really hesitantly. You get a little tail wag here and there, but it is... Yeah, and boom, it gets ahead. She gives it a quick little check, which, it's like a bonking technique. Some people do something like that with like a healing stick, I guess. But here's where it gets fucking gnarly, and you can hear this. Listen. She is just wailing on this poor fucking dog. And I'm just telling you what I'm seeing. I never watched the whole video. I just seen like quick clips. Now the thing is hiding behind a chair. She's pulling it out. Okay.
So mad at you. Oh, he's such a bad dog.
Such a bad dog, he's mad at you. That's what the lady filming is saying. In the meantime, this beast of a human is shuffling her outwardly spread feet that are actually walking on the sides of him because she probably has fucking gout. And she's dragging this dog who is now walking with such hesitant steps because it knows what's going to happen. Now, we are only now a minute and 30 something into the video, so we've got another minute and a half left. I can't wait to fucking see how this keeps going, if this is how we got into the initial round of training. And, well, this is how she's going to teach the dog not to snarl. There's more skillful ways, that's for sure. And that is shitty positioning, bad commitment to the command. The dog is tense, not down, fucking ready to hop up any second, without even cueing it out of the fucking command. So not only are you a dog abuser, you're also, and you're going to, I'm shaming her. Please, the people like this need to be shamed. She should be helping herself and not worrying about a dog's issues. Dogs can help themselves a lot better than this person, apparently, on a lot of levels. but she's not even releasing or commanding the dog into a heel when she starts walking. She's just letting it. Terrible, terrible training technique. Walking like some kind of roe beast. I can't. I'm sorry. Look. This is me, but I'm gonna say what I say. This person has a lot of issues with her own self-discipline, and she's acting out on this dog. Dog's collar is way too low. All right, good. Good, with a tail fucking low and hesitant. Dropping into a down at a submission. Yeah, fuck. For years, you never see me narrate another trainer's video. Here you go, guys. That's what they used to do to me. This is no good. This is real abuse. So, kind of put in perspective, spectrum. Babying a dog, treats and all that shit. A little balance training, you know, asking a dog to like listen and feel more content with everyday life. And then this shit, okay? That's a fucking spectrum. Life is a spectrum. Everything is context. All right, so this is, anyway, it goes on and on. Let me just fast forward to see if there's any more moments. I think the original beating was the all it took. So that's not what training should be. And again, like I said earlier, I think that just gives good trainers a bad rap. You know, and I mean, it's clear, you know, most of the work I do is in front of my clients, and no one would let you do that to their dog. So who knows what goes on behind closed doors with some trainers, but you know, that's just a person with issues. I think you should really do a lot of research when you're looking for a trainer. Look for, you know, not only reviews, but get a referral, look at the work they do, ask to meet their own dog, or see videos of their dog or work they've done before and after, not heavily edited, because there's a lot of scams, and dog training can be a good, rewarding, and lucrative career, and there's a lot of people taking advantage of the good money people want to spend to help their dogs. And these people have been apparently in business since like the early 80s. So I saw another video quickly, like that was their reception area, and they've got a number of trainers. I mean, this is a multi-level business here that has been established for a long time. They're making a lot of money. So not anymore. They're pretty much done, unless I don't know, who knows what people do. But there's a lot of trainers that aren't going to be like that, but they're on that end of the spectrum. They're going to baby your dog. They're going to tell you what you want to hear. They're going to not be willing to tell you what you don't want to hear, and that's not going to help either. And that's, you know, a lot of the purely positive, force-free training, and clicker training or operant conditioning or lure and reward training, whatever you want to call it, has a place. I use it for a lot of areas of training, but there's also a certain kind of communication, and I'm not a corrective trainer. I use a lot of energy. Sometimes I use pinch collars. Sometimes I use flat collars. Sometimes harnesses are good, but in most cases they're promoting pulling and reactivity when out on a leash. You know, they're just too ahead of themselves. And we'll get into the individual episodes talking about these different areas of problems and the causes and solutions, and explaining how to help this for your dog, or even if you're a trainer and you want to, you know, hear a different perspective. You know, I've met with plenty of purely positive trainers that are more than open to hearing what I have to say. Local people who are like, look, we can't really announce that we met with you, but we know. And I'm not, again, what's called a balanced trainer. I use those techniques. I use purely positive techniques. I use a lot of Reiki techniques and a lot of meditative techniques and a lot of human psychological tactics to get people to do what their dogs fucking need. And that's a lot more going on than saying I'm positive or this. You know, so it's got to be put in perspective. And again, a lot of this podcast is going to talk about that climate in the dog training world, trying to set the record straight, because I have a microphone and I can talk long form. When I do a quick 3-sentence post, at this point, it's just to be an asshole. I even have a special group that's a private group that are called dog trainer groups, are filled with assholes, because we are assholes and our comments can be shitty. So I find with a podcast or even this series where I can kind of show, because I'm not like that when I'm with my clients, I'm giving the information needed and helping the dogs and the owners. And that's what I want to do more of for those people that appreciate it and want to hear it and can apply it to help their own dog or their own, dog training business, with their own clients. And that's why I'm like, well, if you don't, why don't you just go somewhere else? Because I don't really want people to, troll me, or you will, but I don't need you to waste your time focusing on me. Go out there and help dogs, even if you are using your techniques. More time out there, it's not going to hurt. There's going to be trainers that have to clean up the mess of the first trainer that didn't do it right. But I think any effort's better than sitting that bullshit behind a computer. That's fucking pathetic. Let's see. What else can we talk about, Jordan?
How about your roots? How did you become
Yeah, I mean, I'll talk about me. I go off topic, so pardon that. Jordan wanted me to do some kind of outline, and I'm like, not, and especially not for the first episode because we don't even know what we're doing yet. We're gonna just kind of, we might have a subject, but that's about as good as we need. My roots. I grew up in New York. I live here in Los Angeles now. I have been a dog trainer. I said earlier about 25 years. I grew up, having a relationship, a close relationship with dogs and animals. Just been kind of my thing. I have kind of an awareness that has not only been inherent, but it's developed over a lot of years of doing what I do. And you just kind of walk in the house and you kind of know, what it is. But I do have a very direct way of seeing things that I think a lot of people that aren't, growing up in New York or the way I did aren't going to be as attuned to certain things. So my hypervigilance that creates, like I said, the anxiety that I can have also is a gift to help me be very aware of the very subtle patterns, pick up on things that maybe the dog is picking up on to help make the right adjustments in that relationship. Let's see. Is there anything else? Oh, so we're moving to a new facility. I'll tell you about that. We're going to have boarding. We're going to have some daycare. We have grooming. We have a couple of pools. We're going to do even cat boarding. I'm going to have a media studio for the podcast there. We're going to have events. We're going to do seminars, really substance-based stuff, not just, kumbaya shit that I know some other trainers do that. So that's exciting. That's going to be in Los Angeles in the San Fernando Valley. Soon. The show I'm really excited about, that's called the Untrainables. That's like 99% going to start shooting in a couple weeks. And after that, let's just see how things evolve. I say at this point, because of the way life has gone the past few years here, kind of working with all these people and having all these opportunities, it's I wake up every day not knowing what's going to happen. I just report to where I need to be reported, do what I have to do, and just kind of see what evolves from there. How long have you been doing this, Jordan?
20 minutes.
20 minutes.
25.
25 minutes. So I think that's good for our first episode. We're going to try to keep this probably 30 to 60 minutes. If we have guests, we'll probably go a little longer because we'll get into conversation. I don't want to bore you, but I do want to make it where you're not. Because it's a weird balance because you could do like what Joe Rogan does, like 3 hours. And that's cool if you have a guest and you're riffing and talking. Maybe one day you can have one like that. But sometimes people are like, dude, I just want to hear the episode to get for my commute to work. And it's like a half hour. But then I listen to ones that are like 10 minutes and they're a goddamn teaser. They almost sound like a commercial. I don't want you to feel like I'm promoting shit. I'll sell you shit later. But right now I want to actually just give you the information and share myself with you. That's why, trolls, whatever you want to do, but put yourself out there too. So anyway, I think that's it right now. I think that's all I can think of doing or saying. Have some training tonight. Let's see, current events for the week. Oh, tomorrow. One other thing we're going to talk about. It's not going to be that subject of a podcast because there's a lot of, God, fucking lot of them. Archery. I love archery. I tomorrow take a entire day, and it's going to get on other people's fucking panties in a bunch, a bow hunter field day course for the entire day. It's so cool. Guy Curtis Herman, he's like the local Southern California bow hunting guru. He's running the course. It's very hands-on. We get to shoot at like foam targets. Maybe I'll do videos of me shooting. I have a little range up in the backyard also. That's exciting too. And that's, again, we're not going to have an archery podcast, but I think we'll just talk a little bit archery. You never know. Maybe we'll talk like archery people and their dogs or hunting dog topics. I think that'd be interesting as well. Okay. Yes, I get excited with archery. It's like my little distraction from life for an hour here and there. Anyway, thank you for anyone that watched, even if it's one of you. I really appreciate it. Again, send me questions, show ideas. Just give me your feedback of things that I can do to improve this as we evolve it. Just, train your dog, do what they need, and they'll give you back everything you want from them. Thank you so much. Oh, and don't forget to leave a review, rate, don't be a dick, and have a great day. Bye, everybody. Thank you for watching and listening.